Hello my friends and welcome. Maybe you heard this sound here before, back in the 90s. This one. Not the synthesizer, that's Citrus, but the filter effect here, this one. Well, you should get the idea. It is about this wah-wah. And if you grew up producing electronic music in the late 90s, you probably remember... Let's stop it. You probably remember the ReBirth RB-338. This one, this software here. I was addicted back in the days. And it was made of two synthesizers, two TB-303, and two drum machines, TB-808 and 909. And we had a filter module here, this one here. And this is what this video is about. This is what creates this rhythmic wah-wah character that brought so much life and attitude to every sequence, something that I always missed in my later productions. Well, not longer. Now we have it as a VST effect. This is PCF Rebirth. I have rebuilt the functionality as a VST3 effect to bring back that classic rhythmic modulation into your modern workflow. Let's demonstrate it with drums. The VST effect is much better to hear. Let's add a groove. Let's loop it. Now you hear what I mean. This is wah-wah and this whoosh-whoosh, and this is the sound that I'm after. Under the hood, it is a hybrid between two high-quality subtractive filters, as we have in Moog, and a step sequencer, this part here. Now let's have a closer look. Up here you can adjust the sound. The frequency button allows you to adjust the frequency in which the filter works. The Q amount controls the resonance. A high value produces that classic singing or squelchy acid sound. The higher you turn it, the more the filter will ring or whistle as it moves through the frequencies. The mod envelope modulation knob controls the depth or intensity of the filter sweep. It doesn't just change the frequency, it determines how far the filter travels between its minimum and maximum point during a single step of the sequencer. And finally, the slew knob, or slew time, controls the smoothing of the gate signal. It determines how quickly a note turns on or off. Instead of the gate being a harsh, instant square wave, the slew knob allows you to shape the edges of that pulse. You can shape how fast the gate opens or closes, allowing for everything from sharp, percussive hits to smooth, legato-style transitions. Here you can choose the engine. You have two options here. We have a clean, precise SVF engine. This is the state variable filter. It is perfect for modern sounds, and we have the Moog ladder emulation. This is where you get that warm, thick analog saturation. For both engines, you can choose between a low-pass filter, a bandpass filter, or a high-pass filter. Here you can turn on or off the tempo synchronization. That way you can let the PCF go in its completely different speed compared to the host. This can be handy. The bypass button does what the name says. It bypasses the plugin. And here we have the step sequencer, the core feature. You can turn it on or off. You can adjust the length. You can turn on or off single steps. With these sliders, you adjust the pitch amount. The range goes from plus 24 halftones down to minus 24. And here we have the presets. We have plenty of them already built in. Several categories. And we have also a user category. You can move forward or backward between the different presets with the forward and backward buttons. These factory settings cannot be saved or deleted. They remain. When you choose a user preset, then you can overwrite it. You can modify it and overwrite it then. And when this name turns golden, this means this is now in a dirty state and is not longer in the original state. And as told, you can overwrite it in this state. This is now, this preset here has now the new settings. Or when you type in a new name, then you can save it as a new preset. This also appears in the list here. Note that the preset system is just for the step sequencer here. It does not save the states of these buttons. One last feature, you can create automation clips for these 4 buttons here. They all have a right-click menu, and in FL Studio at least, you can now create an automation clip. This can be very handy. That way you can let the buttons breathe. FL Studio. Sometimes. And oh wait, song mode. Here we go. And now this button here moves up and down. Let's generate another one here. And let's go a bit even more crazy. Here we are. And add an LFO, for example. I love this effect. This is so nice. I hope you have an idea now what the filter is good for and how it is meant to work. PC Rebirth is completely free. It is an open source project released under the MIT license. I have built it using the Juice framework and with help of AI in just 2 weeks. And I want to keep it accessible for everyone. This is version 0.9, it is in beta. In case you find something, please drop a comment. The source code is also available on Github. If you want to explore it or if you want to contribute, a link to the download on the GitHub page is in the description. Thanks for watching, grab the plugin, start experimenting and let the patterns breathe.